Meanwhile, today, something very strange happened at the White House. Strange indeed. So someone was invited to the White House who happens to be the wife of the person that the United States now wants to be the president of Venezuela. Did you follow all of that? It's a lovely young lady who is married to Juan Guaido and doesn't speak a lick of English. And here she was in the most important office in the world, sitting next to dignitaries and the president of the United States, looking extremely confused. But if you think that's crazy, you have to kind of hear what the president said while he was sitting next to her. All right. Dan Cohen is probably the best person to talk to about this because he's been following the Venezuela story now for months. And I guess, Dan, let's get right to what the president said, right? He was asked about, go ahead, set this up for us.
All right, so Fabiana Rosales, the wife of the opposition leader in Venezuela, Juan Guaido, got invited to the White House, sitting down with President Trump, made an appearance with Vice President Mike Pence.
Which is in and of itself weird, by the way, really weird.
Well, yeah, I mean,
who is she?
I mean, she's 26 years old. Until recently, she was basically a nobody, and now she's sitting in the office with essentially the most powerful man in the world. So
wow, okay.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Russia has to get out. All right, what's your next question? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All options are open. Just so you understand, all options are open.
Now, I said I don't know if you heard me when I was doing my open of the show, of this newscast, I mentioned that it sounded, or it could be interpreted as a threat to Russia. Am I wrong?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Trump says all options are on the table. That's, a thin veil for military action. And, the Russians just they just had two planes come over filled with soldiers, about 100 soldiers. Maybe it's symbolic, but, I mean, the odds are escalating in Venezuela, without a doubt.
Now, I know the president knows that Russia has the same things that we have as far as nuclear missiles are concerned, right? I mean, it just seems kind of off-putting to hear a U.S. president be that upfront about actually threatening a country like Russia.
Well, I mean, Rick, we've been hearing that Trump is Putin's president for years, and I think this really, once again demolishes that narrative.
If he's a stooge, he's not a very good one, right?
No, yeah, Putin is just, not really doing the whole marionette thing very well. But no, frankly, it's kind of scary.
It is.
Trump just pulled out of the INF treaty. There's we have more nuclear weapons than ever. The possibility of conflict between two superpowers that have nuclear weapons raises all the time, whether that's in Venezuela, whether that's in Syria, whether that's in Ukraine. That's the age we're living in.
Do we need to know something else before I let you go about what's going on in Venezuela, aside from Trump threatening the Russians to get out of there today?
Well, today you had Juan Guaido calling for mass demonstrations. We'll see if those materialize on March 26th. And also what he called Operation Freedom, basically calling to shut down the country until Maduro is out. So we're going to see what happens. Also, the OAS, the Organization of American States, today passed a resolution calling for humanitarian aid to enter the country. Which, if we remember, on February 23rd, this humanitarian aid the U.S. tried to ram through.
Yeah.
It was set on
You were there.
Yeah, it was there. It was set on fire by the Venezuelan opposition, blamed on the government. So we might be setting the stage for that to happen once again.
Interesting word choice. Operation Freedom. Sounds like a military exercise. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.